Crossbows are an ingenious invention that paved the way for creating better weapons. Compared to a bow which relies on the strength of the archer, using a crossbow will provide more consistent range and power however many arrows or bolts you fire. So, let's go. Number 1. Recurve Crossbows. You can tell a recurve crossbow by the number of its string. Usually, it has a single string which makes it one of the easiest crossbows to operate. These are generally the first types of crossbows recommended to amateurs because of that reason. It has small curves which serve as lock and strain pointing away from the shooter to prevent them from hurting the shooter. These also have fewer moving parts. It has the fundamentals: stock, the string, the limbs, and the trigger. The design of a recurve crossbow goes back to the original ones found in China, Greece, and Egypt. They were used by crossbowmen to shoot at armored cavalry and fighters on horseback. Number 2. Compound crossbows. One of the things that distinguish a compound crossbow is the seemingly additional parts to it. It has multiple cables attached to it, and when pulled back, pulleys are turned to assist the bow and store more energy. The compound bow has a central mount called the riser. A riser is a rigid part that secures the limbs. These are made from durable yet lightweight materials like aircraft aluminum alloy and magnesium. The limbs are made from high tensile materials since they need to tolerate extreme amounts of energy. A compound crossbow is comparatively stiffer than recurve crossbows, which also means they provide more power when fired. Number 3. Repeating or automatic crossbows /. A repeating crossbow was invented to help anyone defend themselves. Early crossbows had a rather weak draw and shot that it was advised to put poison at the tips of the arrows to make shots deal more damage. The specialty of a repeating crossbow is its higher rate of fire compared to regular crossbows. This is because it combined the actions of the spanning bow and placed the bolt at an ideal location to allow for one-handed shooting. Bolts are also fed through a top-mounted magazine and loaded via a cocking mechanism. Number 4. Reverse draw limbs crossbows. From the name itself, the limbs of this crossbow are put backward. The riser is placed at the back of the frame, and the trigger is put more forward so that the shooter can place the stock of the crossbow on their shoulder. Because of the design, it usually has a lower draw weight and a longer power stroke, which means faster shooting speed. Faster arrow speeds also mean better accuracy and penetration. The average feet per second of a reverse draw crossbow with less than 200 pounds of draw weight is at around 400. Number 5. Pistol crossbows. For anyone looking for a lightweight modern crossbow to carry as a backup, then a pistol crossbow is the ideal choice. It is a small version of a repeating crossbow that can be fired one-handed and still have sufficient arrow speed. While not as powerful because of its size, it still is usable in terms of tracking or hunting small game or fish. Pistol crossbows are also referred to as crossbow handguns, hand crossbows, and mini crossbows. Primarily because they resemble a pistol, they may have less power, but they will prove to be useful in many other applications.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe our channel.